Absolutely. He's coming back. It's a one-way ticket. Otherwise, Revelation 5 verse 10 would be impossible. Revelation 5 verse 10 had instructed us, and I hope we got this clear, that the saints and Jesus are going to rule epitisis. All of our Greek speakers know what that means. On the earth. Epitisis. And earlier in about Revelation 20 at the end, we learned that the camp of the saints was on the broad plain of the earth. How difficult is that? The idea that Jesus doesn't come back is a terrible affront to the Messiah. You're trying to keep him away, and his whole destination is the earth. So say to your friends in a humorous and kindly way, why do you want to go to heaven when Jesus won't be there? You want to be where Jesus is. So that's another story for another Sunday. But 1 Thessalonians 4 says that we're going to be caught up to meet the Lord as he comes down. You go out to welcome the royal visitor on his way down. You do the U-turn. You turn around and escort him in the direction in which he's going. Without that, the story is simply wrong. So if you've been mistaught, very seriously, badly mistaught, that Jesus is not going to be on the earth, you haven't got the gospel right. The gospel, I repeat, is about the kingdom, and the kingdom of God is firstly that future kingdom in the hands of the Son of David, the unique and virginally begotten Son of David. That's the story. Don't let the children misunderstand the story. If they misunderstand the story, they're undermining their own faith. They're destroying their own sense of God's marvelous plan.
The whole Christian promise is to reign with him. And also remember Acts 1, the words of the angels. Suddenly 2 men dressed in white stood beside them, obviously 2 angels. Men of Galilee, why do you stand here looking into the sky? This same Jesus who has been taken from you into heaven will come back in the same way you have seen him go into heaven. It's a visible parousia.
So you have an obligation to help your Jehovah's Witness friends at the door as far as you can, if they're willing to do a Bible study with you. If Jesus doesn't come back, you've actually denied the gospel. That's a very serious shaking of your fist at Jesus. And there are millions, I suppose, of Jehovah's Witnesses currently who do not understand this. And as Peter said, if you twist the scriptures, it's to your own destruction. So if you want to destroy yourself, you believe that nonsense, as what Carlos called the org, he means the organization, the watchtower, are completely misunderstanding the whole point of the second coming, which is that Jesus is coming back to the earth. So it's going to be a fun time for you to see what you can do. Write to the newspaper, write to the watchtower, challenge them in a very kindly way and see if you can change their minds.